Hi guys, welcome back to my podcast. I'm Aakash, your host as always, and today I'll be having a special video for my comeback, and I'll be predicting the results of the Misfits 19 Supercard in Qatar live in a few hours, and I'll be predicting the results of each and every fight on the card. So without further ado, let's get straight back in. First up, we have the prelims where Amir Anderson and Niraj will be fighting, as well as Pineda and Swarms. So personally, I think these two are quite easy to predict. But let me just do a quick one, and then we move on to the main card. So firstly, we have Amir Anderson vs Niraj Saini. So Niraj Saini is apparently 6-6 pro boxer from India, who is obviously just a stepping stone for Amir Anderson. Clearly, this is just like a tune-up fight for a bigger one in the future, and yeah, it is an interesting prospect. Uh, it could be a good fight, but I think it's going to be a quite a quick fight. I think it'll be 3 rounds and done. Amir Anderson to defeat Niraj by TKO. Then we have Pineda via Swarms. So this is a very nice circular fight where the two people who got defeated by KSI in Misfits 01 are finally getting a chance to fight each other, and we get to see who's going to be the best out of them. Personally, I think this is quite straightforward. I think Pineda will obliterate Swarms, and he already knocked out someone who beat Swarms, which was Ed Matthews. But I think Swarms won't get knocked out. I think he'll survive the full 4 rounds. I think the fight is 4 rounds, and yeah, I think Pineda will win by unanimous decision. So this is quite straightforward. Next up, we're going into the main card. We have a very juicy fight, which is Chase Demore vs Kells for the heavyweight title. So the heavyweight title has been recently vacated by Temple Arts, who arguably robbed Chase Demore of the title when he got that decision win on the prime card, which again was one whole year ago. Crazy to think that. But yeah, I personally think finally the title will be going in, returning to Demore, and he should beat Kells by TKO. I'm pretty sure Chase Demore is like 20 pounds heavier than Kells, so that is a big factor in these heavyweight fights. And I also think he's just more experienced. He has fought the more tougher opponents, and yeah, I think he has better technique, better power, everything. So I think Kells will put up a decent fight. He will swing some shots. It will definitely land on Demore and cause him to wobble a bit. But I think Chase Demore is good enough to beat Kells by TKO. For you guys who don't understand the terminology, TKO is means technical knockout. So it doesn't mean a flat out knockout. It means a stoppage or something like that. So then we have Lil Cray versus Yadi Gang. So this is where I'll be a bit more controversial, and I'm gonna go for Lil Cray. Listen, both the fighters are very good. This is their third time fighting each other, which means they have so many rounds against each other. And this is a very important occasion, however, with it being the interim lightweight tournament final. And I think Leo Kirker will finally get the better of Yadi Gang. I think Yadi Gang is an exceptional boxer. Almost all the boxers in Misfits lightweight division are exceptional boxers, but I do think that Leo Kirker is a very intelligent fighter. That's how he beat Joy Knight. I was certain Joy Knight was going to beat him, but he outplayed Joy Knight. Simple as that. Whether you want to talk about the how much engagement was there and how much activity was there by Lil Cricket, he did manage to execute his game plan and defeat Joy Knight impressively last time out. So I do think that he will do it again against Yadi Gang, but it will be a split decision or a majority decision. So it's going to be a very, very, very close fight. But I think in the end, Lil Cricket gets it done, and then he's going to face Dean the Great, which is going to be something interesting. But I'm pretty sure Dean the Great has not faced a southpaw, or if he has, definitely not a southpaw with Lil Cricket's quality. So that's going to be a very interesting future matchup. Then we have Nick Lamau and Warren Spencer. This is a fight that wasn't originally on the card, but Warren Spencer came in as a short-term replacement for Jay Swingler, who is facing some medical issues. So get well soon, Jay Swingler. And now let's discuss the actual fight. So I think this is going to be a straightforward Nick Lamar win. Nick Lamar is one of the most vastly improved boxers. I think he's very technical. He's very good at that weight class, and I think he's just going to be too much for Warren Spencer to handle. I think Warren Spencer is a very decent boxer as well. He did put up a good fight against Ben Williams, and that stoppage was very sus. I think Ben Williams would have won either way, but Warren Spencer was not doing a bad job defending himself when he was under pressure by Ben Williams. But I think he's not going to have the same luck or same leeway against Nick Lamau. I think Nick Lamau will toy with him for the first round or two, and then he'll lock in and he'll start pressuring Warren Spencer, and I don't think he'll be able to take that. And Nick Lamau wins by TKO, technical knockout. So next we have Ben Williams vs Jarvis. So this is a huge fight. Something that's gone a bit under the radar, especially with the Salt Papi and Slim fight, all those fights. So I think yeah, I think this fight is going to be an exciting one. It's going to be high volume, high boxing IQ, high intensity from the start to the end. And I think Ben Williams gets it done against Jarvis. I think Ben Williams is a very underrated Misfits boxer. Misfits are very lucky to have him on this roster. He's only 20 years old, which surprised me. He looks like he's 26 with the experience and physique he has. And yeah, I think he'll pull off a shock win. A lot of people are backing Jarvis, but there are lots of holes in Jarvis' game, which was exposed by Gabe in their fight. And I think Jarvis is not as good as he says he is. And I think Ben Williams will deal with him. So the first two rounds maybe might go in Jarvis' favor. He'll play the technical game. He won't try to engage with Ben Williams in the inside. But I think Ben Williams will eventually crack the code and pressure Jarvis in the later rounds. And I think he'll get a late TKO stoppage. So yeah, Ben Williams will defeat Jarvis, get the title, and who knows? He might even headline a fight in Ireland next year. Then we have Deji vs Dawood Savage. This fight is absolutely horrific. I absolutely love Misfits, and I love Mams Taylor for all the exciting matchups he gives us. Uh, Personality wise, character wise, I think I'll stay out of that. But I do think that he does a very good job in making matches. He makes it mostly even, as far as possible. But this one is a clear mismatch. There are so many other replacements you could have gone with, like my mate Nate, Winderson Nunes. He was willing to do the quick turnaround. There's so many other potential names you could have gone with. Warren Spencer. Why is Warren Spencer fighting Nick Lamar and not Deji? So very confused on that. But I think yeah, Deji defeats this guy easily, man. Even in the warm up, in the open workouts, he didn't look that impressive. He has a bad record. I think it's 0-5. So yeah, not sure what the purpose of this is. I understand it's meant to be a tune up for Deji, but come on, it's a supercard. We need to have some sort of challenge for supposedly one of Misfits' best. But yeah, let's move on, man. This fight's horrific. Then we have the co-main event. This is the fight I'm most excited for. Maybe even more than Slim and Gibb, because this is a fight between two boxers I absolutely love, which is King Kenny and Soul Papi. And yeah, I think it's something that has also gone under the radar, along with the Ben Williams and Jarvis fight. And it's maybe because they don't, the two guys don't really promote much. They don't shit talk as much. But nevertheless, I do think it's going to be an amazing, super entertaining fight to watch. So let me move on to what I think is going to be the result, which is King Kenny defeating Saul Papi by unanimous decision. I know quite a number of you would be surprised. A lot of people would think that Saul Papi will win, but I do think that King Kenny is just better. He's the bigger boxer. He's more experienced. I think the caliber of opponents his face is better. Um, yeah. Uh, the both of them have similar trajectories, but I think uh, technique wise, King Kenny is slightly better. So Papi has a knockout power. He can do it anytime. He can just pull like a left and then boom, you're on the floor. And also, Saw Papi is also very technical. But I do think that just King Kenny is better in most of the facets. I think he's taller. He has a better reach. All the physical advantages are in his favor, and I do think that for all the experience he's had, I think he's become a very good fighter, and I think he should defeat Saul Papi quite easily, which would be a surprise to some people. But to people who really know the influence of boxing scene, I don't think it would come as much of a surprise. Then again, Saul Papi could win, but I think if Saul Papi does win, he wins by knockout. I don't think there's a chance that Saul Papi wins by decision, because I just think that Kenny is the overall technical boxer, better technical boxer. I feel he has a better coach in Daily Perales, and he will just come with a better game plan. So I'm not trying to keep Saul Papi out of the equation or overlook him, But I really do think that this is King Kenny's time. He's going to defeat Saul Papi, and he'll face the winner of Slim v Gibb. Finally, on to the main event, the match we're all waiting for, Slim vs Gibb. So this is a true 50-50 fight. It's very hard to pick a winner, and even big influencer boxing media people like Fred Beck and Wade Plem are finding it very hard to call this fight. And talking about Wade Plem, I actually have a similar prediction, which is Slim will defeat Gabe by technical knockout. So the reason for this is it's not because I'm jumping on the uh, Gib hate train. I love Gib. He's an excellent boxer. He has had a lot of credible opponents, and he does have a good record. Meanwhile, Slim also is another great boxer. He's a good boxer, unlike a lot of people's impression of him, which is like he's sloppy and all. But I think that's just because of his physical shape and how he's built. It looks sloppy, but actually, when you look deep into it, he has amazing technique. um, in the open workout, we were able to see that as well. I noticed a few small mistakes in Gibbs' game. It could be just to throw off Slim, to look like he's underprepared or anything. But Slim was absolutely exceptional in the workout. Again, these things are just to give you like a small taste. But I did like what Slim was doing a lot. He was sticking the basics. The way he threw the punches looked very professional, and yeah, I just think he's the better technical boxer. And in terms of power, I think does have more power. Stamina wise, Gibb has more stamina. So I think while I will back Slim to either knockout or TKO Gibb, if it goes to decision, Gibb will win because it's 8 rounds. I'm pretty sure if it goes past 5 or 6, uh, all the rounds after 5 or 6 are all Gibbs, and I'm sure he'll win a few rounds in between, and the decision should go quite easily to him. But I personally think it gets stopped. I think Slim will pull out that right hand sniper in round 4 or round 5, and you will see not early, like a stoppage midway into the fight. Of course, anything could happen. As I said, I'm not trying to overlook Gib. Like I mentioned, I'm not overlooking Saul Papi. Gib is also an exceptional boxer, but I kind of think that throughout the fight week, especially with the KSI beef, I think it's promotion mostly, but it does seem to affect Gib a bit. And Slim will obviously be quite confident in his ability. He's had a year out. He's improved a lot. The Mr. CEO himself is backing him, so I think he will use all that to his advantage. And the face offs and all the media days. It seems to me that Slim is getting underneath Gibbs' skin. Gibb is the better, world's more well spoken person, so it looks like he's been winning these media exchanges. But personally, I think he's a bit tired of Slim. He truly believes what he says when he says Slim is a bag, all that. And I think that will play a big part on fight night. Of course, these things are just, you shouldn't take them too deeply. It doesn't 100% affect what happens on fight night. But I think from what I picked up, Slim is really underneath Gibbs' skin, and that could play a part on fight night, and obviously will turn the tide in favor of Slim. With that, we are done with these prediction videos. Do let me know what you guys think. Are you guys going to watch the fights? And of course, look out for my post-fight reaction. I'll be reacting to all the fights, all the results. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Apologies for the long break. I've been very busy, and also I've fallen sick in the last 2 weeks. So that is why I've been slowly recovering and getting my voice better so that I can present to you guys entertaining, understandable content. With that, I'll see you guys in the next episode.